Hello, this video is going to go over how to install and set up GWCMS. So first you're going to go to gwsecurityyusa.com, then go to Tech Support, download software, and then you're going to find the GW78 folder. Double click on GWCMS. If you're using a Mac, go ahead and do the Mac version. And download the executable. And once it's finished downloading, if you're using Chrome, you'll see it show up here on the bottom. Firefox will have it on an arrow here at the top. Edge and Internet Explorer will ask you to save as, or run when you click on it. So right now I'm going to run the executable and go through the install process. If you want to change the install location, you can find a directory here. Once installed, go ahead and open it up. Now the default username is admin and the default password is 888888. Please note that this is separate from the unit itself. This does not have anything to do with the password for the NVR itself. If you have the save icon here checked, it will save the password whenever you open it up, and auto login will basically take you to the software directly and won't show you the screen at all. So right now I'm just going to click save and log in. Next, I want to add a device. So to do that, we're going to click on Device Manager here. Click on Device at the top. And for some units, you might be able to search the network and see if it comes up. If it does not show up here, you will have to find the IP address on your NVR from the main menu and then going to Network, and you should see the IP address there. If you need to enter it manually, you'll click on Manual Add here. The device name can be whatever you want it to be. Then you will manually type in the IP address. So we will put in NVR for now. We'll type in the 10.0.0.150 that showed up. You can leave this blank. Do not check this. This is the default port, so this will be left alone unless you change the port in the NVR itself. Username is admin, and if you change the password, go ahead and type in whatever the password is. Otherwise, the default password for the NVR is also 888888. And leave the rest alone and click OK. And here it'll show the status as connecting. And once it's done, it'll show connected and the version and all that information. If it does not connect, you may need to check and see if the IP address is on the same network as the computer you're connecting to. One easy way to do that is to run the command prompt. Right now I'm using the Windows key plus R, typing CMD, hitting enter, and you can ping 10.0.0.150. If you get a response, then it's on the same network. If not, you may need to do some other troubleshooting. So once it is connected, you can then go to the control panel, main view, and now you can view your cameras. Right click, open all substream. If you need to mess with any of the settings, you can go to remote config, double click, and here it will show you all the various settings that you can mess with on CMS. Now, if you want to add the unit to CMS to connect remotely, you will have to add it using either the public IP with port forwarding or use the cloud ID to connect to it. So here I'm just going to copy it, go back to Device Manager, manual add. I'll call this NVR remote. Change this to cloud ID and paste the cloud ID there. Make sure you put in the correct password and click OK. Connecting remotely might take a little bit longer than the local one. This is also a good way to ensure that the NVR is connected to the cloud, and you should be able to also connect via the phone. If you do see login timeouts, sometimes you may have to click the refresh button or double click on here again and then click OK and let it try to establish a connection. And as you can see, now we are connected. And so if we go to the main view, we can now see the camera. Oh, this is the local connection. This is the remote connection. And that's all there is to setting up GWCMS.